So, what's your name?
My name is Alfonso Perez.
And where are you from?
I'm from Midland and originally, and I moved to Alpine in 2001. So I've been there for about 13 years.
You still live there?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. And so you came all the way here for this competition?
Yes, I sure did.
Wow, you're really committed. So what are you doing?
Currently, I'm just cashiering. Working in a convenience store. A little money maker there, but it's kind of stressful. I just want to get out of there so badly.
Yeah. Well, what if you weren't doing that? What would you want to be doing?
Definitely getting into school. Minoring in music is one of my aspirations, so I definitely want to learn a little bit more from that. Haven't learned how to play an instrument yet, so that's one of my goals there. And I feel I could learn how to read music too. So.
Wow, that's awesome. And so in the talent show, you are singing?
Yes, ma'am.
And what styles do you like to sing in?
Well, originally, or I should say lately, I like to sing mariachi. I've been getting into that a lot because of just the feel, the emotion in the lyrics. Lyrics are everything to me. So when it comes down to that, mariachi is definitely what I'm into at the moment. But what is it? Pop is what I first started with. So, Backstreet Boys and sing. Let's not go there yet.
So do you remember the first time you realized that you wanted to sing?
Yes, actually. It was really interesting. When I was younger, I watched Sister Act. And when I first heard the choir sing and the harmony of their voices just playing together, it was more of like a spirit lifting thing, You just you get to the point to where it was very inspiring. So that's when I decided to get into choir.
Well, I hope that you have a good time and good luck.
Thank you so much. And what's your name?
Kristen Michelle.
All right. And your age?
21.
Wow, you're lucky. I'm still 23. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. All right. So when did you first get into singing?
Well, I always sung just for fun with my sister. We would mess around and sing different songs and harmonize badly. And then whenever I was in 3rd grade, I did a talent show, and my microphone was off, and I was behind the whole entire song, and I cried my eyes out. But I still did good. I got a standing ovation, but it was hard. And so I kind of took a break, and then the very first the West Texas Talent Show 2009, I competed and I got 4th place.
All right. And your occupation at the moment?
Right now I'm a mom. I have a 2-month-old daughter. Her name is Madeline.
That's awesome. And what do you gain, or what do you plan to gain from this competition?
I really just love to entertain people. My sister and I, we love to sing and make people happy. And I remember the first competition, people were coming up to me saying, "I love the song you sang, it was beautiful," and that made me really happy to know that people enjoyed my singing. So I think that that's just why I love to do it the most.
So from your first experience, from your talent show, the experience itself was more inspiring than defeating.
Oh yeah,
that's very good.
Definitely just for fun. It's just a great experience for everybody. It's so much fun to go out there and have a good time.
Awesome. All right. So you mentioned stopping earlier in high school. So, and why was it that you stopped singing there for a moment?
Well, the school that I went to didn't have singing or choir or anything like that, so I took a break and I was in acting, and I really, really love acting. It's a really big passion of mine, but it's just so much of a commitment now with a baby. You can't really do that for months at a time, so I'm going back into singing, and it's a blast.
All right. Well, it was very nice speaking with you, and hopefully we see each other again very soon.
Thank you.
And you enjoy your competition.
Thanks.
Okay, so what's your name?
Kimberly Herrera.
And how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
And where are you from?
I'm from Pecos, Texas, which is an hour away from here.
And why are you doing the competition?
I'm in the competition because basically I love having to sing to the audience, and I like the feeling I get at the end when I hear that applause, and after whenever they come up to you and remind you why you do it. I just love making people happy with my vocal skills.
What would you say sets you apart from everyone else?
To be honest, I'm more awkward in person, and on stage I turn into someone else, which I don't know if it can make someone like, oh my gosh, that's not her. And basically I love just going with my voice. I like people hearing the emotion through my voice, and I don't use karaoke per se. I just use piano and guitar acoustics.
That's good. And what are some of your biggest inspirations?
My biggest inspiration is actually my oldest sister. through how much success she's had in her life, and because she started off in high school and she got a scholarship, full scholarship to a D1 school in softball, and now she's a happy mother and is married at our hometown, and she's a head softball coach and also an amazing teacher, and I had her. And I just want to be as successful as she is through my music and what I'm talented in.
Oh, cool. And do you have like a fun fact about yourself, something?
Yeah, I actually do. I was born March 31st, 1995, which is the day Selena died. And it's the exact day. I was born at 4 in the morning, and Selena passed away 10 that morning.
Oh, wow. So you could be Selena reincarnated.
That's what my friends say. So, yeah, my dad wanted to name me Selena, but I'm named after a Power Ranger.
Oh, wow. Well, maybe we'll hear you sing some Spanish songs in the competition.
Thank you. Hello, and what's your name?
Kelsey Pondo.
And how old are you?
18.
How long have you been singing?
All my life. I would just say all my life.
Okay, and where do you live?
Here in Odessa.
Amazing. And what kind of genre do you think you are vocally best at?
Vocally best at, I would say rock and roll, but I like every genre. I'll sing any genre.
Nice. What's a fun fact about yourself?
A fun fact. Wow, I wasn't expecting that question. I guess that this isn't my natural hair color.
Isn't that for every woman? Why did you enter the contest?
Because I love doing it. I love performing, and it makes me better because I have really bad anxiety. I get nervous, so it makes me a whole lot better.
And who are some of your idols?
Ariana Grande, Billy Joel, I guess my sister. Really good singers. Pierce the Veil, Queen, just people who do what they love, singer-songwriters.
Oh, that's good. Where do you see yourself in the future?
Performing in any way, shape, or form on a stage.
What are your strong suits, you think?
Belting songs really loud. Yeah, soul.
That's the best part. What are your other hobbies besides singing?
I like to play volleyball and just hang out with my friends and dance and hang out with Daniel and Ryan.
Thank you for joining us today. What's your name?
Cupcake with a K.
Why is it Cupcake with a K?
People have always told me I'm pretty sweet growing up all my life. It took me like 3 months to decide on the name, and it's growing like into it. I've kind of discovered that I'm less of a, but I'm actually still a really sweet person. So.
And how old are you?
I'm 22.
How long have you been performing?
2.5 years now.
Wow, and where do you perform?
Local gay bars.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons I like to do this competition, is because it's an opportunity to show people who aren't used to seeing what a drag queen is, and I'd like to show them what a drag queen is to me, because a lot of times when people hear drag queen, they think, oh, it's just going to be an ugly man pretending to be a woman who doesn't look like a woman, or they're going to look like a woman, and it's not always that. Sometimes I do drag with a beard, sometimes I don't, sometimes, it's different. There's all kinds of genres, and I like to showcase that to public who's not used to it, because I like to make people feel just a little bit uncomfortable, just enough.
And how'd you hear about this competition?
A poster, and I talked to Daniel about it.
Okay. And what's your favorite song?
E.T. by Katy Perry. It's about being an alien, and in drag you kind of feel like one, but it's fun.
All right. And what are 3 unique things about you?
If I had to pick one, it would be that I'm sober. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. If anything, I have too much sex, but...
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck.
Thank you. Oh, how old are you and what do you do? Sorry.
I'm 19, and I do poetry, so spoken word slam poetry that I write myself.
Do you ever do like other people's poetry?
Is it always your own?
Occasionally, but not often. Only like when I'm driving in the car.
What do you want people to remember about you should you stop doing poetry? For whatever reason.
Poetry, for me, the message that I like to put out is that there's certain words that can impact people, and they may not remember every word that I say, but they'll remember the emotion. And a lot of my poetry deals with depression, anxiety, self-love, and I really want people who are struggling with that around the world to know that they aren't alone and that they are beautiful too.
Who or what inspired you to start doing this?
Originally, my grandfather was an English teacher, and he passed away 3 years ago now, and he started me with poetry, but I actually had a friend of mine who's a fellow poet who introduced me to slam poetry through a wonderful slam poet, Andrea Gibson, who I've now seen perform live twice in Massachusetts, and she's phenomenal. And I actually had a chance to talk to her, and she said, keep writing. Whatever you do, just keep writing.
That's awesome. Is this a passion or a hobby for you?
I like to think that it's both. I wouldn't be me without poetry. And originally it just started as something that I did in my spare time, something to take the pressure off, but now it's part of who I am, and it makes me a better person.
How much preparation does it take for you?
Well, first there's writing the poem, and then there's memorizing, and eventually there's performing, and a performance never means that it's complete. It just means that it's in progress still to be better.
Well, it was nice meeting you, and I wish you good luck.
You too, thank you.
Hi, can you give us your name and your age?
My name is Sonia Cortez. I'm 29.
And where are you from?
I'm from Odessa.
What made you decide to audition for this talent contest?
Actually, I was doing karaoke, which I love to do any chance I get, mainly because I like to sing, and then I feel like it gradually helps me get over my stage fright. And someone there told me I should audition. And I guess, I never would have just decided on my own to audition, but since someone told me, I felt like, okay, maybe I have a chance if someone actually told me to.
Are you anticipating your time on stage?
Yes.
How long have you been singing?
As long as I can remember. I was in choir in junior high, and I actually wasn't even gonna try to be in choir because I didn't think I was good, and my friends convinced me to. And then in high school, I was in renditions, the pop ensemble, and I was in a band after high school. And yeah, karaoke since then.
What was the name of the band you were in?
Exit.
Would you rather have your talents take you somewhere big or stay underground?
I'd rather stay underground. I have a 5-year-old daughter, and I'm not saying I'm gonna be like a superstar, but I wouldn't want to put her through too much craziness.
Do you have a favorite song or artist?
One of my favorites is Sarah Bareilles. I just really like her sound, all of her music. It's nice.
Does your daughter sing as well as you?
All the time, yeah.
Okay, well, we wish you luck.
Thank you.
How old are you?
15.
How long have you been singing?
Well, I've been singing since I was able to talk, but I've actually started singing, more since I joined choir in 7th grade, more out on stage and stuff.
What artist inspires you the most?
Mariah Carey, because she's had so many accomplishments in her career. It's just amazing. And her range.
What's your favorite song?
Emotions by Mariah Carey. I would sing it, but I don't have the range for that. I sound like a dying cat. So.
Why is she your favorite?
Because she's won so many Grammys and 18 #1 hit singles. She's passed as many #1s as Elvis.
What would you do to inspire others?
I would show other people that it's okay to be themselves, to be who they are.
What do you like to do for fun?
I like to dance horribly to annoy my sisters. And I like to sing in my room to annoy my parents. And I'm not any like sports because I'm too lazy. I don't like running or anything.
If you had anything to say, what would you say to your audience?
I'd say that I love them because, without them, I don't know what I'd do.
Okay, well, we're done. Okay.
Okay, so how old are you?
7.
And how did you start dancing? How long have you been dancing?
A year.
Okay. And what's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
You're at my world.
Okay, what else do you do besides dancing?
Skateboard.
Okay. And who inspires you to dance or skateboard the most?
Tony Hawk.
And
Michael Jackson.
okay. Do you want to dance for a living or would you rather skate for a living?
Skating.
Okay, so why do you like skating so much?
Because I just like it because
Because it's dangerous. And why do you like dancing so much?
it's just fun.
Okay, if you were, I wouldn't say first. How would you inspire other people?
Okay, we're going to end right there because you're the typical 7-year-old. Okay.
Hi, what is your name and how old are you?
My name is Sierra Ramos and I'm 17.
Are you from Odessa?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are you competing in?
I'm in the spoken word category.
And how long have you been writing?
I've been writing poetry for about 7 to 8 years that I have on paper that I've dated and kept up with. I've probably written poetry many years before then without being able to comprehend what exactly I was doing.
Wow. And when you write, do you set aside a time, like you say, I'm going to go write something, or is it has to just come to you?
There are times when I sit down and tell myself, okay, we're going to write a poem about this. And, it gets difficult sometimes, so you got to pray for patience and ideas, but it comes out smoothly. And there are other times, you could be having a bad day and, you just need to express yourself and there's nobody to talk to, so grab a paper and a pen and let it go.
What other talents would you say you possess besides writing?
I can sing, I can dance, I do a few sketches for clothes, have a good amount of talents. I'm just forgetting them at the moment.
So if you had a dream job, would it be all of them combined, or is there one that you would stand out more?
I'd probably infuse all of my talents together, considering that they are all good ones. They can all take me somewhere else, and they're all different experiences that would be incredibly amazing to experience.
Is there a certain part of the country you see yourself living in to live out your dreams?
I'd like to maybe have a recording studio in Nevada because my name is Sierra and that's where the Sierra Mountains are.
Absolutely. Well, good luck in the competition.
Thank you.
What's your name and how old are you?
My name is Jordan Kerrigan and I'm 18 years old.
Where are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas.
What inspired you to start singing?
I've been singing since I was like 4, but I wanted to stop at one point. But I went to a Destiny's Child concert when I was like 8, and I got to meet Beyonce. And I have been her biggest fan since I was like 6, I guess, since I first heard about Destiny's Child. And I sang for her, and she was amazed, I guess, and she was like, you need to keep doing that, because I told her what I had been going through. I had went through a lot, so I wanted to stop. I just wanted to give up on life, really. And so.
So, what's your favorite song from Beyonce?
I don't think I have one. I love all of her songs.
Okay, so where do you see yourself in the future? Like, what's your dream career?
If I don't make it with the singing stuff, I think I'm just gonna stay in college, and after I get out of college, I'm gonna be a veterinarian.
Are you nervous before you get on stage?
Very.
What other hobbies do you have besides singing?
I love to dance. I love to write, and that's about it.
What's your favorite type of music genre?
Ooh, pop, R&B, and hip hop. I love all of them.
Well, how did you hear about this competition?
My mother told me about it because I was in foster care. I've been in foster care for 10 years, and it was this year. It was like spring break. My mother told me that they were having a competition down here. I was living in Dallas with my foster family, and she said they're having a competition. You should join. I was like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be down there this summer. So my mom told me about it. I was like, okay. Came down here. Now I'm in it.
Oh, well, it was nice talking to you, and I wish you luck in the competition.
Thank you.
Wow, you're the only.
Hi, I'm Jordan. What's your name?
Tasneem.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
Where are you from?
I'm from here, Odessa.
What inspired you to start singing?
My mom, because she started singing, and then I just heard her sing, and I was like, well, that sounds fun, so I tried it out.
How did you hear about this competition?
My dad, he's like, oh, hey, there's a competition at the Permian Playhouse, you should try it out. I was like, okay.
What's your favorite type of music?
I would go for like alternative and pop.
Where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, I see myself as either a pediatrician or a cardiologist, like a heart doctor.
How would you describe yourself?
Well, my friends say that I'm bubbly, but I think I'm just like awkward.
Okay, if you had a choice to choose between your singing talent or any other talent in the world, would you choose to keep singing or would you choose another talent?
I would choose to keep singing because that's what I enjoy.
If you do make it big, where would you first plan to perform?
Well, I don't know because I don't plan making it big, so.
What are your musical inspirations?
Demi Lovato, because she's been through a lot, so, and then she just kept moving on.
What other hobbies do you have besides singing?
I like to read and play the piano.
Well, it was nice talking to you. I wish you luck.
Hi, what's your name?
Daniel Ramos.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Daniel.
Well, I've been writing pretty much my entire life. I started writing short stories and then song lyrics for my bands back in high school. And then my senior year is when I first started writing poetry.
Okay. Who inspired you to start writing poetry?
My English, or not even my English teacher, it was another teacher in the English department. They started a poetry club, and they showed us a bunch of different people that just completely blew my mind as far as what I thought poetry was supposed to be. Like Derek Brown, he was probably one of my biggest first inspirations. And then once I got into the national scene, met a bunch of amazing writers, Maze Forever, Buddy Wakefield, and just pretty much, big names today in the national scene.
Okay. What is unique about your poetry?
No one's lived my life, and I just write about things that I've been through, what I feel and what I think. And I definitely have a lot of influences, but at this point, I've finally got my own voice, my own writing and performance voice, so you're not going to hear anyone else like me.
Can you give me a fun fact about yourself?
I guess one thing is I like turtles.
If you could choose the legacy that you leave behind, what would you want your legacy to be?
I guess my writing. It would be nice to have my writing, studied in colleges and stuff like we do, the big names today like Ginsberg and all of them. That even though I'm gone, my writing is still here.
Okay. Well, it was great meeting you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Good luck in the competition.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. We're here with Bianca. Tell us a little about yourself, Bianca.
Well, I'm 32 years old. I've been singing since I was about 2 years old. I sing in every genre, country, Tejano, opera, whatever, and I sing in 7 different languages.
Oh, nice. Who were your first inspirations growing up?
My first inspiration was actually Whitney Houston. I know it's cliche, but I was about 3 the first time I heard The Greatest Love of All, and that was the first song I ever sang in public.
Do you still get nervous?
I'm a weirdo. I don't get nervous before I go on stage. When I'm coming off, I start shaking like a leaf in a storm.
And how do you deal with those after performance nerves?
There's really nothing I can do. I run to my husband, I want to hug, and every once in a while, if I feel like I did badly, I'll cry.
Have you ever had any bad performances that you can think of?
Yes, the very worst performance I've ever given. I showed up at Juneteenth at the park, and there was a band on stage, and they asked for somebody to come up and sing. Well, everybody starts screaming, Bianca, go up there. So I went up there, and they chose Respect by Aretha Franklin. The problem was I was singing every day, so I had no voice. Oh, wow. So I was cracking and popping all over the place.
Kind of hard to sing without a voice.
Yeah.
Who would you say your biggest support is?
My husband, definitely. He's always there to push me to challenge myself harder vocally and to, have a little bit more confidence in myself.
All right. And your biggest critic?
Myself. I'm always the one. When I come off stage, I'm like, yeah, it was good to them, but I know what I wanted it to sound like, so I'm always very, very hard on myself.
Just a perfectionist?
Yes.
All right. What is one place you would like to perform?
I would kill to perform in the Apollo Theater just because of the history. Yes.
All right. And who is one person you would like to perform with?
Probably Beyonce. I think I could learn something from her.
All right. All right. Well, thank you very much, and good luck in the competition.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Kaylee.
Nice to meet you, Kaylee.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to have you here. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Where are you from?
Odessa, Texas, born and raised.
And what do you do, jobs and school-wise?
I just recently graduated with my associates in general studies at Odessa College. I'm going to major in theater and minor in anthropology.
Interesting. What are you doing in the talent show?
I will be singing country music. My secret passion.
Cool. And when did you start singing?
I started singing at the age of 2. Most children, usually at the age of 2, are screamers. Mm-hmm. I was a singer.
And why do you sing?
Feelings, my emotions. Sometimes when I'm the most depressed, the most angry or excited or happy, just when I feel any emotion, I just sing it. I just sing it out and let the whole world, this is what I'm feeling today, and I hope you enjoy it, because you're going to hear it.
And who is your inspiration?
I had several inspirations. For my passion in music, singing-wise, would be my father. He was my motivator. He was the one that told me, you can sing, although you won't let me hear it, I know you can sing. And as far as celebrity-wise, I would have to say LeAnn Rimes would be my inspiration. I was 5 years old when I first heard her song Blue on CMT, and ever since that moment, it was CMT every single day. What artists can I imitate? What songs can I learn? And just how it is.
Well, I'm glad that you're here, and I hope you do well in the competition. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Brandon Lopez. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Nice, young. What category will you be competing in?
Pop and soul.
Pop and soul. Yes. What led you to choose to sing in the pop and soul categories?
I've never sung a soul song in public before, and I thought it'd be interesting to try and see what kind of songs like Stevie Wonder would have on my voice. And pop, I just like pop songs.
What is your inspiration for, singing?
Inspiration? When I was smaller, when I was like, I don't know, what season was American Idol? Season 2. Season 2 of American Idol 3. there was Diana DeGarmo, and I first heard her sing, and I just fell in love. I had a crush on her, and she was my favorite singer ever, and I decided I want to do that. I want to meet Diana DeGarmo, and we're going to get married, and we're going to sign some together. That didn't work out. But then I grew up and still had that passion for singing, even though I was terrified. I'm terrified to talk in front of people. I'm terrified to converse with people. But there's something inside of me that says that people need to hear you, and you have a voice, and people need to listen to what you have to say.
Do you feel this competition is going to help you to send your message out to the world?
I feel like it will, and it has definitely helped me. The last year I joined, I've learned so much, and each round I go in and every song I perform on stage helps me grow as a singer and performer.
Nice. What's a fun fact about yourself?
I'm socially awkward.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, they received your message.
That's good.
Well, thank you for talking with me.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck in the competition.
What's up?
What's up, Buttercup?
All right, so tell me what I need to know about you if I want to look you up on farmersonly.com.
Well, I couldn't tell you that one.
Give me your name. Give me your...
My name's Bradley Allen. I'm 23 years old. Lived here in Odessa, Texas my whole life. Been here. I moved for about 2 months, and that didn't work out too good, so came back. Been here ever since.
Alrighty then. So, who are your musical influences?
Really, anybody that's not mainstream country. More Texas country is my style. You know, between Brandon Ryder, Kevin Fowler, Aaron Watson, they don't change. They don't let people tell them, well, this is the type of music we want you to sing, and we want you to change it to this and this. No, their heart's in it, and it's set where it's at. Whether they have 1 million fans or 500 fans, they're not going to change. They're going to keep doing what they do because they love it.
I like Texas country. What about, well, you see, you already answered my other question. So, where do you see yourself musically in the future?
Hopefully not here. Further up in the road somewhere. You know, I'd like to sing for people, you know, get on a label and do, you know, it's just everybody's dream. And that's mine too, if that's what happens, and that's where I'd like to see myself. But if not, I'm going to keep doing it regardless of what happens. Doesn't matter if I'm singing here or in front of 100,000 people, I don't care. I'm going to keep doing it.
Or what pushes you to keep doing that?
Myself, really. No, honestly, I was in a bad relationship for a while, and she always told me how bad I was. So I just kind of, after we split up, I just kept pursuing it and kept trying, and I got better, and everyone seems to like it. So
I like you. Awesome.
Well, thank you. How you doing? What's your name?
Oh, my name's Stacey King.
Well,
Stacey with a Y, not an I or an E.
Well, I don't want to ask you your age. That's rude.
Oh, that's cool.
To ask
I don't know how old I am. I have to ask my daughter every time somebody asks me.
So, what kind of music do you sing?
I am country music all the way. I'll sing some other stuff. I like, you know, older like Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac, those types. I like Heart, those kind of things. But when it comes to like what I really country music is, we live in Texas. You have to love country music.
Yeah. Is it more of a dream and a passion, or is it just something you do for a hobby?
If you would have asked me that question 15 years ago, probably, like right after high school, I probably would have told you that it was a dream, that was something I was going to do, that's where I was going to go, that's who I was going to be. I was going to follow Loretta Lynn. I was going to do it just like her. But now, I'm a mom. I'm going to school. You know, you're 33 years old. You decide you want to go back to college. You want to have a better life. That it's more of just a hobby now. I can't even move to a different town because I can't take my daughter away from all of our family that's here. So how could I?
Yeah. What influenced you to start singing? And how old were you when you decided to start?
Oh, these people say, oh, I was 2, I was 3. I don't even remember when I was 10. So I don't remember when I was 20. I I don't know. I probably sang in the shower all the time, but the first time I sang in front of anybody, I was 15 years old. My grandma took me to a restaurant to sing karaoke, and now I have a karaoke business. So
That's pretty cool. What influenced you to keep singing?
just when somebody tells me that they like my music, it just makes me want to keep going. So if I'm fun, if you like to hear me sing, then I'll sing for you.
Hello, Stephen. How are you today?
I'm doing just fine.
How long have you been performing publicly?
Publicly for about 3 years.
All right, 3 years. Describe your best and worst performance.
My best performance was at a local bar called Basin Nights, and went there for the first time ever, and got up on stage and sang my heart out, and I got a standing ovation by a whole bunch of drunk people.
All right. How about your worst one?
My worst one happened to be when I used to work at Graham's. I was having a very bad day. I was sick that day, and my brother threw me a song that was really high and hard, and I just bombed it. I felt so bad for myself.
Okay. So how did each one of those performances impact you?
For the best one, it drove me to say, well, if I can get a standing ovation from a whole bunch of drunk people, how about a whole bunch of sober people?
Absolutely.
And the worst one, I would have to say, it kind of I doubted myself, saying, should I keep going, should I not?
Right.
But still to this day, I'm still going.
Good deal. So the timeless question that every singer's asked, who are your major influences?
My major influence would have to be my mother. My mother, she's a nice little 20s to 50s singer, and she told me when she first heard me, she told me, you should keep doing it. I'll back you up no matter what, but just make sure you have plan B, C, and D right there behind it if you don't make it.
Good deal. Aside from music, what else do you enjoy to do in your off time?
If I'm not singing, I am definitely dancing. I don't care if it's goofy, people laughing at me, as long as I bring a smile to somebody's face. That's my goal every year. Singing, dancing, just having all out fun.
All right. Well, Stephen, we appreciate it, and good luck to you in the competition.
You too. Alright, what's your name?
Justin.
And what's your age?
I'm 30 years old.
Alrighty. In the past, have you ever done a competition before?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I competed a couple years ago in southeastern New Mexico in the Texaco Country Showdown competition that they had down there at one of the county fairs. I got second place out of 12 people, so we did all right.
All right. What do you think your best qualities are?
I think my interaction with the state, with the crowd, my ability to, my stage presence and my ability to interact with the crowd, I really enjoy that. If there's ever a lull in a set or something, I like to know that there's not much dead space, that I can continue the energy, keep the energy up.
Alrighty. What are your weaknesses when it comes to your talent?
I think that sometimes I get to a point where just before I'm about to go on, regardless of the confidence that I have in myself and my abilities, there's just a split-second glitch where you're just unsure of the outcome. There's so many underlying variables that can happen in a show or in a set that you're just not sure of. So you just go through a quick checklist in your mind to make sure that everything's where it needs to be.
And what type of music are you comfortable singing or doing?
Country music through and through. Traditional country music, Waylon, Merle, Willie, Johnny Cash, and Texas country, Casey Donahue Band, Aaron Watson, bunch of them guys. What the thing about country music these days is it's not a genre anymore. Mainstream country now, they're playing to a demographic, that 17 to 30-year-old girl that wants to go in a bikini and shake it in Palm Beach or South Padre, but I'm more of a traditional country or Texas country kind of guy.
All right, and if you win or make it all the way, what would you do with the money and your talent?
Definitely continue moving forward, put something out that's mine, that people can get a taste of to where we can continue to move forward.
All right. Well, good luck to you in the competition.
Thanks, Dean. I appreciate it.